Hey planner friends, literally, long time no see. I have been losing my mind. It has just been crazy in my little world. And I'll get into it a little more. Avalon Ninth planner. As you can see, I really kind of haven't planned, and I have missed it, but and I did not get date dots either. Oh, whoops. Today is Saturday, July 3rd, and I wanted to use this kit, so I'm gonna kind of back plan a little bit, which has been, I haven't really been doing anything. I have been a wee bit stressed out to the max. So let's go in with these date dots, and I'm pretty sure I have those are red foil. And I'm pretty sure I have a blue foil also. Okay, let's see. Okay, well those definitely won't work because those are definitely not the dates I need. So, these are from Perfect Prints Co. And this is Penny Pages. This is from the Black Friday box. I'm gonna say a lot. It's been a minute. I apologize. I have this kit, let's get into that really quick. My bad. Avalon Ninth, full boxes, gorgeous. Bottom washi strips. 3 checklists, food, which I honestly won't use that because I have been, grid and boxes, deco page in little font and like functional type thing, post-its, little quarter boxes, half boxes and third boxes, washi and date covers, and I also have some foil from Caitlin, from the Planner Pixie Co. So here is just some full boxes and stuff, and there's 2 of those. I think there's 2 of everything. I think these are for like the bougie boxes, and I'm not sure that I will use that for this week, especially since I'm kind of feel like I've already I may plan next week because I have another kit from Sarah Elizabeth Prints that I can do and pull this foil into. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, I know I have tweezers. There they are. Perfect Prints Co. Very pointy. That hurt. Okay, so I know the 4th is on Sunday, so we are gonna go backwards. So end of month, 1st of next month is always hectic, busy for me at work. It is always, because that's when we're trying to finish up. Like this month we're finishing up everything for June. I'm trying to get everything ready for July, and I'm having to finish up a month in. It's having to make sure everything is done for AP, AR, and then on top of that, when it ends on like our books close, we have like so many days after the last day of the month. So our books are going to close like Monday, which is the 5th. Some people are taking that as a holiday. One of our big customers, that's a holiday for them. Great, cool. Most of our guys aren't working. Great, but I still have to go to work because we don't get holidays at my work. And so well, let me rephrase that. If we're hourly, we don't get days. For salary, you can take off whenever you want. You still get paid. But, I mean, my boss is pretty good. Like, I can work half a day and just, he'll pay me for 8 hours. Like, it's not, like, horrible. It's, you know what, at least I have a job type thing. And so, let's go ahead. Zoom you in just a smidgen, because I always forget. And, so I've got to go in anyways, because I've got to turn in bonus sheets for my guys. And, turn in, like, man hours and, actually, no, I turned in man hours Friday. I stayed late Friday. Well, not late, but I worked on that Friday, so I get it. But I've got to turn in, like, a report for a utilization report. Well, I have to do a utilization report on the guys every week, but I actually have to turn in a monthly utilization report also on tools. So if you don't know, hi, I'm Amber. I single mom, 2 little kiddos. Well, not little anymore. My daughter just graduated. That's another thing. I am an office manager for an oil field company. I live in West Texas, so oil's big around here. And so, yeah, I got to do that. So we'll see how that goes. Well, then Friday, first off, one of the reasons I have been gone, the first part of June, my daughter graduated. School got pushed back because of COVID and all of that. We did like a football graduation, so not as many people were there type thing. But I did want to show you, this is my baby on her graduation, like for her graduation. This has all like her information. And then on the back, let me cover up where it has like her last name, because she doesn't have the same last name as I do. So isn't she so gorgeous? I had a friend of mine who's an esthetician, so she did her makeup and did her hair, and didn't these come out so stinky? Like, oh my goodness, I could not be prouder of my baby girl for graduating and doing all of that good stuff. So that's one of the things. School decided at first, oh, they weren't doing anything, and then, oh, just kidding, we're doing it all in the last few weeks. So we have been, no, not we, me, I have been running ragged, well, and her, trying to get everything taken care of. And so, and make sure my son got everything going and all that good stuff. And he is going to be a junior next year. And so we were trying to get everything ready. She was virtual. He actually went to school because they both started out virtual. He was struggling, so he went back. I should have sent her back, but I didn't. She was like, I'm good. I do good at home. So we didn't, and I really should have, but I digress. I'm going to use these washies because I can always use glitter headers on other things. So she had to go to school the next week, or the last week of school, and for testing and all of that good stuff, because they had taken up her laptop. So I was back and forth to pick her up, take them both to school, pick her up, pick up my son, and And then hers was like weird hours at that, like that she had to be there, and it was just ridiculous. And then we're trying to get her driver's license, so I did that. I scheduled it, and I scheduled it wrong on the first one. And I don't schedule in our town because, or in our county, well, our town, because I don't know, here, if they will let you, as soon as you get there, to do the driving test, you do a parallel park. If you can't parallel park, you automatically fail. That's it. Whereas everywhere else around here, you go in, you take the test, you parallel. If you can't parallel, you get points docked off. In our town, we very seldom have any places that you parallel park. And so, and not that she's not going to learn how, but that's not the only thing there is to driving. So it's very frustrating. So we go elsewhere to go do driving tests. A lot of people in our town do. And so we went to that one. I completely messed up and I didn't hit the right thing. So we rescheduled, went to another town, and then went to go get that one. And then it completely got to the payment part, and the computer messed up. So we could not go any further. I was like, is it just the payment? I could pay cash. Like, what's going on? She's like, no. She's like, our whole system just basically went completely. And I was like, oh, lovely. What lovely things to happen. And so I was like, what the heck? She's like, yeah. She's like, we're going to have to reschedule. She's like, I'll call you back. And I was like, okay, that's fine. So, unfortunately, she never called me back. Yeah, that was fun. And so, I had to put an email in because all her stuff was there. I just never got a call back. And so I was like, okay, like, what the heck? So I put an email into, and it went to Houston. And sorry, there it is. She called me back, and I was telling her what had happened, and she's like, and they never called back. And I was like, no, ma'am. And so she rescheduled it, so we have it scheduled in July. And so I'm like, okay. So then, after graduation, my kids went with their dad because they had to go with him for a family memorial service from on his side, one of his grandparents passed away a little while back, so they were barely doing the memorial service. And so I was like, I thought she had a payday sticker. And so we were like, oh. So as soon as my daughter graduated, we I'm gonna see. I'm looking. I have such a huge, and I do mean huge, mess all over my desk because I have yet to put anything up. Squirrel, sorry. To see if they could, so they could, they were gonna go with him as soon as they got, because the ceremony was literally the next day, and it's like 9 hours away type thing. So did all of that. I wanted a script that said payday, but I was hoping for not that type of script. Okay, that's not what I wanted. And, do I not have any payday scripts? This is my only payday script. That's weird. That is from Cricut Paper Co. And, so what big thing in anybody's life is ever without, well, in our lives is ever without drama. So we had a little bit of drama, and I was upset, and my daughter was a little upset, and so, and I told their dad, I was like, you know, it was like, because it was his side. It was his side of the family, not mine for once. It's always me. Not me personally. I just, my family's like, yeah. Anyways. And so, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole other story and ball game. Okay, Monday. What did I do Monday? I don't even know what I did. Went to work. Work. That's all I ever do. Sorry. And so I talked to him, and then she said it was his mother, my ex-mother-in-law, and she irritated me, and I told him, I was like, well, I'm just gonna say she's lucky that my kids have never seen my temper, because I don't appreciate what she was saying, and I am ready to, like, have words with her type thing. And he's like, yeah, I know. I know. Type thing. And I was like, it's just, it's annoying, because it just frustrates me, because I bust my little booty for me and my kiddos. And it's just like, she thinks she can come in and be mom or be a parent to mine and his kids. And I'm like, no, take a step back, calm down. We're okay. You've already raised your kids, calm down. And then she just kind of makes everything about her type thing, and it's something. Okay, this week has been, when I say it has been a week from something, HE double hockey sticks, I do mean it, because holy moly, I am not a crier, guys. I actually went to my therapist one day, and she kind of got on to me because I don't deal with my emotions. I'm just going to use this one because it's got blue. From Plan and Go. And so, maybe I don't want to use this text then if I'm going to do that. Let's see, Monday was a long day at work, actually. Or was that Tuesday? Maybe that was Tuesday. Yeah, it was Tuesday. Anyway, so yeah, she just completely, she makes everything about her. And then, like, all my planner stuff, she thought it was a good idea to try to tell her son, oh no, I was just gonna move you over. Please come up. Come on, you can do it. Man down, man down. Okay, well, that one's trash. that she didn't know why I spent my money on what I did. It was just dumb and frivolous, and I should not be wasting my money. It's my money. I work hard for it. Let me spend my money on my stickers. I was just like, ugh. Yeah. I told him, I was like, well, I do not want her at my house anymore. I go, I haven't dealt with her in a while. Like, I haven't even. If she comes by to talk to the kids, I go to a different room because it has just been an ongoing thing with her. But I was like, I'm done. I was like, I'm done. Alrighty. Is that Jello? And like fruit? Or is that like a pie? I don't know, either way, it looks gross. Anyway, so Friday, I was just having the most miserable day. I like cried like 5 times yesterday at work. Oh my goodness, it was so horrible. Like, so I had issues with some stuff with my son. So I like broke down with that and started crying. And then my ex, who we're married still, we haven't divorced yet, but we're still good friends, so we have a bank account. We share a bank account. Well, I was like, I contacted Amazon because I had a weird charge out of my account, and I'm like, what the heck? Why do I have this charge out of my account? And so I contacted Amazon, and because he always lets me know if he uses the card, and it's like very far and few between when he does. And so I'm like, hey, I have this Amazon charge, and it's like, and Amazon's like, well, it's not associated with your account. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. Like, I can look at my stuff and see that it's not. I just don't know what it's for. Like, I don't know. And, I want to get my nails redone that day. And so I was like, yeah, like, I know that, like, but I need to know, like, what it is, because I don't understand what's going on. And, this is from Pretty Cute Planner. And so, so I call my bank, and they're like, oh, what is the last four of the... And I'm like, well, this is on my card number and everything, and I don't know, like, what that's for, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, well, that's Jesse's card. And I was like, oh, forgot about him. Oh, okay, I'll get with him and see what the heck is going on. And she's like, okay, well, let me know if you need anything else. And I was like, okay, thanks. I feel like a complete idiot now. Thank you. You know, she was super duper sweet. And I just felt like a complete idiot, though. Oh, my chair. It keeps, like... Sorry. My chair keeps, like, going down. Okay, that's not the one I wanted. I have, like, half... Oh. I think it's the way I turn. Sorry, I'm looking for my... This is what I needed. And so I called Jess, and I'm like, hey, did you put your Amazon on my account? And he's like, no. And I'm like, are you sure? Because I'm getting charged for it. And I'm like, I know it's not that much, but that's a reoccurring payment. And I've already had issues with my bank account this morning. So I've already had to, like, change my card this morning because of an issue. And I don't know what the heck is going on. And he's like, let me check. And he's like, no. And I was like, I don't know, figure it out. So he's like trying to go through and cancel everything, and I was like, Urgh. So I like am crying over that. And then work, I forgot to pay. I do my guys' bonus sheets, and so sorry. so sorry. So I do, my guys get paid like bonus days for working. And so I do their bonus sheets. So one of my guys texts me. He goes, hey, I haven't received my bonus. And I was like, well, that's weird. What the heck? So I look through my scans and I'm like, I call him and I'm like, yeah, that's because I didn't print the sheet off and send it. Why didn't you tell me Friday that you didn't get an email from me? He goes, well, no, I thought you did. And I was like, no. I was like, I didn't email you. I was like, oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Like, you feel like a horrible person because it's payroll. Like, that's a huge thing, right? And so I just felt horrible. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Then I go to Subway for lunch. And I'm like, I get my sandwich. And I'm like, oh, I just want a 6-inch Italian herb and cheese. And steak and cheese, provolone toasted, please. She gets it, and then she puts like shredded cheese all over it. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's not what I asked for. And then, so I'm like extremely, extremely sensitive to foods. And my tongue will swell up. And I can taste like everything, any and everything, unfortunately. So I am like super duper sensitive. And I don't eat anything spicy or anything like that. So she's waiting on my sandwich. So she just starts working on the guy's sandwich. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, didn't bother me. And so I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, no worries, whatever. Then she puts like a whole bunch of jalapenos on his, and then she goes to my sandwich. So, and I'm thinking her gloves got jalapeno juice all over them. And she's like, what on yours? And I'm like, and I'm like, lettuce. And I go sit down, and I just sitting there in Subway, and I was with my friend, and I just start like tearing up and crying. She's like, what is wrong? And I'm like, she didn't make my sandwich right. And everything today is just something, and like, and I was just like, everything going on. And she's like, oh my gosh. And I was like, and then I called Justin. I was like, I just cried in freaking Subway. And he's like, why? And I'm like, because the girl that was making my sandwich just decided that, or not decided, I was like, and I have asked them before, like, hey, do you mind to change your gloves? Because if they put jalapenos but they touch something else, like, that's kind of covered up, and I don't taste it. And but this one, she went straight from his jalapenos to my lettuce, and I'm that sensitive that I could taste it. And so I was just like brokenhearted basically, and I was just like, she didn't do my hair, sorry, I had a hair appointment. She put that, and he goes, why didn't you ask her to change your her gloves? And I'm like, because I've done that before, and they look at me and they just like give me the ugliest, like, rudest look when I've asked them to do that because they don't understand. And he's like, well, it's okay, that's what they're supposed to do. And I'm like, maybe I should have said, well, touch your eye after you just touch that jalapeno, because that's what it is to my poor little tongue. I was just like, I'm done with today. And then I got back to work, and I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I think I ended up still crying about something else that day. And I was just like, I'm done. I don't know why I put this like first thing in the morning. I think because last time it was like really early in the morning. Maybe I'll bring that down. This is still her old paper. I'm gonna finish this one out before I switch planners. And she has come out with a new one though. But yeah, I was just like, oh my gosh, I've never like freaking like cried that much in one stinking day. And because I had told my boss, and he's like, it's okay about the whole bonus. And he's like, it's fine, it'll be fine. He goes, it happens. And I'm like, I know, but still, it's like, I hate money. Like, I hate dealing with money. And then after like all my issues with my bank that morning, I was just like, I quit. And then I know my job is fixing to get even busier, crazier. So I'm just like, oh my goodness, I don't know what to do. And then tomorrow my kids aren't coming home till next week. Supposed to go to my dad's. They're doing like a little cookout. I think it's just us though. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, Tuesday, I'm pretty sure that's really all I had on Tuesday was my hair appointment. I did do my allergy shot on this day. Which, ugh. I hate getting those. They hurt. They're like, it's whelps up a little bit for a few hours, and I put some cream on it, and then I just have to wait. They're not even in that binder. And then I really self-care thing and that. I don't think so. I think they're with my health. Where is my health, you may ask? Good question. Good question. Health. Oh, everything I keep grabbing is red. You know what? I have a script that says allergy shot. I just have not even basically stepped foot in my office in like a month and a half probably. So any packages I have bought, I've opened some of them. I finally opened them all, and I just like stored them there. Oh no. Oh man. I just have them like everywhere. And I do mean that. No, what did I don't know where that went. It tore off the back page. And it fell somewhere. But I don't know where. Darn it. If it fell in there. There we go. That's from Avalon Ninth. You can do custom script. Allergy shot. And then I'll go in and add stuff in there because I don't really know. And then I'll look for my random sticker. Let's do these, and then let's see what else has been going on. Nothing much. I have just been chilling at home and just like it has just been a wonky few weeks. And so I love burgers. That's like one of my favorite foods. A friend of mine makes fun of me because that's my favorite. She's like, you and your burgers. She's like, you always. Oh man, let's have the same. Okay. And I'm like, I know, I just love burgers. They're like my go-to. Because it's like kind of hard to mess up a burger. And then that was the other thing I told Jess. And then I'm gonna go home. And then I haven't went to the grocery store in like 3 weeks. Because I do online grocery shopping. and pick up, and I haven't had time to do it, and I've been too exhausted to do it, and so I haven't done it, and I'm like, yeah. And so, yeah, it has been, it has just been something here lately. And like I said, I know it's going to get a little bit crazier at work, busier for me. Alrighty, I know this day I actually worked late. So let's see, on Thursday, I don't think I really did anything this day. And lunch. With let's this is from Lisa Marine Plants. And then I'm gonna put one of these and put like a little mood thing because oh my zombie sad crying. I need a crying because holy moly. I don't want to do this one because that's how I felt all day. Ruby Trev, I was just like, whoa. I was like, just gonna put bad day. Okay. And I'll go in and add more stuff in there. But, let's see, today I don't know why I keep saying we. We guys. Let's see. I'm gonna put this one here for 4th. I think they're doing the parade tomorrow. I don't even know. I don't know. Let's do film and edit. Holidays. Let's see if I have. Yeah. These are just from the Happy Planner. July. Okay, and this one is going to be filming, which is not in that one. It is in my, show me this one. This one's Perfect Prince Co. The other one that I was grabbing from is just the one from Michael's. It's from the Coffee Monsters Co. I don't know who that's from. I want to say Sticker Okie. Don't quote me on that. Film. And then I need to do tomorrow. I have a ton to do. Oh, not really, but let's see. Going to have a cookout, and I'm pretty sure I have like a little barbecue, because I definitely will never use it for me cooking, because yeah, I'll barbecue. Barbecue, barbecue, yeah. I was like, let's do this one. Okay. Let's see. I need to do. Kind of thinking of keeping those. I need to do laundry. I need to go shop, but I know I'm definitely not going to do that tomorrow. Cleaning time. Laundry. And then I'll go in and add more, because she has these. Because I need to clean up my room, clean up and pick up in my, let's see, use this or this. Laundry. Tidy. Bedroom. Tidy. Kitchen. And then let's do from every mountain top, or every mountainside, let's freedom ring. Let's just put that right here. Okay. And then is what I'll do also, once I go in and add in a few more things, just this video is already long. Let's see, I had one more. There it is. I'm just gonna put this down here. I like those Converse. As I have some red and blue, these, this one, these, and this, and very high possibility more. There were 2 of those. Oh my gosh. Or one was I wonder if one was a freebie or something. Because it doesn't look like I have another big, oh, there's the other one of those. And then I have the light one too that will match. So I can go in and add some of that to cover up more space and go from there. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and any comments, questions, thoughts, concerns, let me know down below. And we'll see you next time. Bye.